For today's video, I'm here with Paisley, and today's a bit of a different video because originally this was going to be a tutorial, but the garment that I was making for the tutorial didn't turn out the way I exactly wanted it to be, but I decided I wanted to show you guys anyways, just because I never really show things that go wrong when I'm sewing, and it's always like something that is like a perfect finished product. But for today's video, I thought it would be cool if I took you guys on the journey and showed you what I did to create this garment that didn't really work out, and then if you want to do the same thing, maybe give you guys some tips on how you could do it so that it would work out. So for today's video, Paisley and I are going to be making this really cute polka dot romper. So it's like a pantsuit romper. I love pantsuit rompers. I've been seeing them everywhere lately. So yeah, it looks like that. It's like capri length. It has elastic in the waist and it fits like that. On the doll, it looks pretty normal, but the thing is, it's really, really tight and really hard to get on, which is why I didn't really like it as much as I wanted it to be, because I wanted it to be a little bit more flowy and loose. So if you're interested in knowing how I created this polka dot romper and knowing some tips on how you can make a better romper for yourself, just be sure to keep watching. For patterns, I am using this pants pattern that I found online, but any pattern for pants will do. And for the bodice, I am using a Liberty Jane peplum top pattern. And for fabric, I'm using a lightweight cotton broadcloth for the whole thing, as well as the lining. So for the bodice, I am just assembling it how the instructions told me how to do it. But I am not adding Velcro or doing the actual peplum thing at the bottom. So this is what the bodice looks like when I'm all done. And then for the pants, I am just going to hem the bottom and then fold the pant leg right sides together and sew the inner leg seam. Flip one right sides out and put it inside the other, and then sew the seat of the pants and pull both legs out. I've done this before in a bunch of other videos, like my mom jeans videos, so if you're interested in knowing how to do this more in depth, I will link that in a card in the top right hand corner and in the description box. So here's where I ran into some issues. My bodice wasn't long enough to be pinned all the way around the pants, so at first I tried to do some math and make some darts, but then I got lazy because it wasn't looking good. So I just turned the pants inside out and I flattened them out as much as I could, and then I took in the waist just by sewing two legs on the sides of the pants, which you probably shouldn't do. So I recommend that if you're going to do this for yourself, make the back bodice pieces longer so that you don't have to take in the pants. So once I had that all done, starting from the center, I pinned the bodice onto the pants. And there was a bit of overlap, but I just pinned that on as much as you can because you need the overlap to do the closure later. So once you had the bodice pinned to the pants, just go ahead and sew them together. And then I did a little hem on the overlapping part on the inside to make the back clean. And then to make a casing for the elastic, I sewed down the seam allowance at the raw edge to kind of lock it in place, and that's what makes the casing for the elastic. And don't forget to leave a hole so that you can put the elastic in. So from the outside, it looks like this. You can see that it's barely noticeable depending on what type of thread you use. And then using a piece of thin elastic cut to 9.5 inches and a safety pin, I threaded that through the casing that we just made. So once the elastic is fed all the way around the casing, pull the ends out and sew them together, and then pull the elastic back into the jumper and then sew the hole shut. For closure, I added a snap and then I was done. So here's what the romper looks like again. It looks like this. I'll zoom out so you guys can see it a little bit better. So yeah, it looks normal, right? It's just that it's really tight, and I wanted the legs to be a little bit more flowy, but you can see that it's really on in here. It's very, very tight. So yeah, just to get an idea of how tight the jumpsuit actually is that you can kind of see that it is very stretched here at the seam on the butt. So yeah, as I mentioned, I'm not really 100% happy with the fit of this garment, but I think just to recycle the materials and make sure nothing goes to waste is I'll actually probably just hack it in half and turn it into like a crop top and pants set. I think that would be really cute. Might have to remake the pants because as you saw in the video, I took them in and then I ended up cutting the seam so that it would be less. So these pants are permanently like that, which is a bit of a problem, but I think I can work through it and make something work out of it. So anyways guys, that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this and other American Girl proper sewing tutorials, hairstyle videos, outfit videos, and more. And if you like these kind of more casual sewing videos where I just show you guys what I make, and maybe sometimes things go wrong, and that's totally natural when you're sewing. If you like these type of videos, be sure you let me know in the comment section down below because I'd be happy to do more of them for you. So yeah, like I said, that's it for today's video. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time for another video. Bye!